Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's yet another episode of, as you can see, it's already Insights KE podcast. Now, before I dive into the name and all that, first, we have been back. I feel like it's been a century now. It's been long since we posted something or we even got online, but normally link. It was planned to only take like a break for about three months. Now we're talking about last year, but then it ended up being one thing happened, then another led to another, then another led to another. But anyway, I don't want to go into that. I'll go into that later. For now this video is for only three things. Huh? As you can see on the title of the video, or rather of this episode, is that it's just an update and just gratitude to everyone, to express my gratitude to everyone who have been checking up to why we are not posting, you who have been pushing us to post, you who have been really asking like when are you guys coming back online and all that. I truly appreciate. There are a good number of people that I can mention, but I don't want to go into that again. I don't know whether they want to be mentioned, but to express my gratitude to everyone who really reached out, who also commented, asking like, why are you guys sort of posting on, when are you guys coming back online? I don't take it for granted. I truly appreciate. Sometimes, let me give you an example. An example of someone like is it Koimora? Koimora, okay. I wanted to call her another name and she should have killed me. But one of them being Koimora. There's like another guy called Pam. There's another one called Matoti, and just to mention a few. And some of them, like the guy called Pam, I initially knew him for less than an year, but then I think he had wale watu wa kuingia kwa mambo zako online and trying to sort of find out who this guy is, what this guy does and all that. So one day, I think I was headed home in the evening, around late last year. Then this guy, it happened that he actually lives around my hood. So he he literally had to stop. He had a bike, so he saw me going home. It was around evening, around 7 there. He saw me and he came back to be like, Steve, manze, kuna kitu nilisema na ilinisaidia, rather akiwa kitu nilisema and it ilinisaidia. I'm like, okay, what was it? Like, hawezi kuambia, but wewe jua kuna kitu. When one day nitakwambia, but sitakwambia kwa mdomo. I'm like, okay, if ilikusaidia, if ilikusave towards maybe something, that's the whole reason why some of these videos we do. But anyway, that is one of the things that I truly wanted to acknowledge, that a good number of you really tried reaching out on why, by even when I post something online. There's a day I posted something was it on Facebook? Yeah, on Facebook. And then our very own Reverend Becky actually commented on that Facebook page and was like, oh, and she said that she loves what we do. She really loves what she do, and she was like, I can't really paraphrase the whole thing that what she said, but what she sort of meant is that she loves what we do and we continue doing it, and she was like, all the best in everything that you guys are doing. And I was like, oh, okay. I felt some energy, Now the second thing that I want to point out, I only had 3 things on this video to actually point out. The other thing is now that on where have we been? We initially we got some few challenges. We started off not really having the whole thing, everything figured out in terms of like the sort of some gears and all that. and now we needed to upgrade with time. Okay, so we were like, we need to upgrade. We needed some good space where we are in charge of lighting, in charge of audio. Sort of, we're in charge of everything. We're in control rather. But then, because the places we were shooting at, sort of, sometimes kuna kelele, sometimes because of weather, we had to sort of, sometimes you have to postpone shoots and all that. But you guys still, appreciated the efforts, and with time we were like, oh, okay, we need to upgrade, we need good audio, we need some good sound and all that, and also a secure place. What else were we looking for? I guess those were the sort of the top list. Okay, so, and this production gears are not, they need some tunes. Anyway, so last year I told, late last year, no, early last year, before we sort of finished up posting the other, before we stopped, before we posted the last video we posted, I told the guy who was our photographer by then, I told him that that was the last video we're gonna do, rather we are gonna shoot with those kind of like mic, okay, those sort of lapels, and we appreciate, we are grateful rather, and I told him that, and true to, and 12, sort of 12 months down the line, almost 12, not, well, not actually 12, almost somewhere there, I called him and I told him, my guy, remember the thing I told you some time back? We actually able to record that video. I don't know, I think he got late somewhere. Anyway, thanks to Messiah. But we didn't manage to shoot that video of that, because we wanted to go an evidence for karatasi. What we said, and this is what has really manifested and has come to true. And true to the words, what right now we somewhere, So the whole thing, it was a very heavy project. I won't lie to you. And so it ended up taking a lot of time, then one thing led to another, and all that. I got different locations, and now actually the last location I got, hey, I settled on like a last location, and I got actually close to my, actually in my hood now. It was, somewhere I was living actually. So I was living on the first floor, then there are other houses that are ground floor. Then hivyo imekuwa ikinyesha, I think was it early this year? Yes, early this year. Kuna mvua ilinyesha I think it was on a Friday, because on Saturday I was going for an event. So ilinyesha on that Friday, and what happened to that, the space I had taken to, now I was working on the wall. I was as well having in, I was putting also the equipment, and then some other personal stuff in that space. So I was living now my main house, there was in the first floor, but then I was having a different space down there that we had talked with the owner of the building, that, see, because you're not using this space, just give me I want to do some 1, 2, 3 things. Like, oh, cool. We agreed on whatever we agreed. And mimi nimefika tu kwa nyumba, then it started raining. And then I'm like, okay, huko hivyo down kuna kaja. Hey, kufika huko, what I got there, maji sijui, I think maji ilikuwa inafika kwa ankle. And I was like, the good thing, I had managed to get off some equipments from there. I think the last equipment I had taken was the light from that space. I had taken it to, I had managed to get it from there, and so it was with another guy, another friend of mine with the name of. So I had managed to get off all the equipments from the space. But now, okay, some other stuff were affected, my personal belongings, some of them, some of the ones that were there, and then also the wall that I also already started working on, and yeah. But anyway, we're in a good space, equipment, we good. I mean, and we thank the Lord, we thank the Lord, and I wrote all the other things, when he says that write down your vision in the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, and at due time you just come to true, and just take it serious. Like, the word of God is, I mean, it's true. It's true. It's about manifesting. You manifest whatever you want. You say it, but you have no doubt. Have no doubt. The same says that any man who is double-minded will not receive anything. That was the scripture says. I think in Romans or James. I can't remember very well, but it's somewhere there. Anyway, so far within the Lord, we're good. Space, equipment, the gears, and within the Lord. And what the last thing was now going forward. This is the 11th episode actually. God damn. The 11th episode since we sort of started shooting. And to be honest, I'm grateful. I'm really, really grateful. I'm really grateful for everyone, manze, who do comment, who do like everything that we post, maybe on TikTok, maybe on Facebook, maybe YouTube, maybe even on our WhatsApp pages, and any other person that we meet outside there, and they're telling me like, you guys are doing a good thing, creating awareness, talking about stuff that are really the things that are sort of day-to-day things, and giving someone energy, giving hope, encouraging someone to, that if these guys are talking about stuff, this and this and this stuff, I'm somewhere, okay? Anyway, now going forward, I know on the other episodes, sometimes we used to say that it's dropping every Monday at 10, sometimes do not post on Tuesday at around 11, sometimes 2. So, now we have the gears, location. I mean, we've got everything, every basic thing that we sort of need, and now it shall be dropping every Wednesday at 11. Every Wednesday at 11, there will be an episode every week. Ikikosekana, hit my DM. Ikikosekana, ask me. I'm accountable for. I'll be accountable. You hold me accountable on that. Okay. So I think I've exhausted sort of everything that I wanted to say. And as I said earlier, is that mine was to express my gratitude to you guys who've been checking out on why we are not doing this, when you guys have really subscribed, and you who do watch our content, you who do share also our content, you who I can't really explain everything, but you guys are important. Anyway, that is the end of the episode, the 11th episode. So until next time, God bless and keep you.